Yeah. You know who I am. You know what we're here for. Llama Arts, okay? The Playhouse, okay? We'll go check it out. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. We haven't watched Llama Arts in a very, 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 very long time. So today is going to be the day. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. Let's just jump into it, baby. Hopefully, it's not too scary either. Hopefully.
We live on several acres in rural Indiana, USA. Our neighbors aren't too far apart, but we all live on a lot of property. On our properties, we have a lot of trees, and our neighbor doesn't maintain their property well, so a lot of it's overgrown. You know, a couple of fallen trees and a lot of downed branches. We knew the state of their property was probably because it was an older couple that owned the house and the property was vast. We have a creek separating our homes as well, but a small strip of their property is accessible from our backyard. Due to the overgrowth in trees, we weren't able to see much of their property when we first moved.
This sounds like a perfect scene for a horror joint to pop off, bro. If I'm gonna live somewhere, bro, it's not gonna be out in the middle of nowhere where there's no type of civilization, no type of buildings, no type of stores. I gotta be around some people, bro. I can't have a house and then like 3, 4, 5, 6 miles over is my next neighbor. I can't do that, bro. Can't do that, bro. Too scared. I'm way too scared.
In the summer, and of course we didn't go onto their land because we didn't want to trespass. One night, my daughter and her friend were camping in the backyard and ran inside, swearing that they heard a kid laughing or crying in our backyard. I figured it was their imagination from too many scary stories while in the tent, but went out to investigate briefly just in case.
By yourself?
I heard a faint noise come.
So you're gonna investigate by yourself with no, like, mind you in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by trees and woods. You don't got no type of wet, like, especially if you live in the middle of nowhere by yourself, bro. You have to have some type of weapon on you, bro. You got to. It's just, you can't just come out trying to investigate something with a flashlight. Heck no.
Coming from just beyond our property line. I moved the flashlight into the general direction and called out to whoever may be in the trees. The sound stopped. I decided it was probably just a couple of stray cats, but just in case, I had the girls set up the tent in the living room. The next day, after taking my daughter's friend home, curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to investigate the area by our property line. As I neared the line of trees, I saw a small path I had never noticed before. Since I knew my neighbors were too far and the trees were too thick, they couldn't see me on their property, so I stepped onto the small path. I walked slowly, looking down, watching for poison ivy and fallen branches. I wasn't too far in when I saw a dirty, broken kid's toy on the ground,
I thought it was a
wrapped
real
in
horse.
overgrown weeds.
I thought it was.
I looked up, and in the distance I saw a small, white shed-like structure. As I got closer, there were more and more toys scattered on the ground, some partially buried, all broken and dirty.
That's weird.
Then there was barbed wire, and I could see the front of the shed and realized it was a large playhouse with a wooden alphabet decorating the outside. I was starting to feel uneasy. This playhouse was at least half a mile or more from the only house on the property. I stopped in my tracks, letting my imagination go a little, when I felt a tap on my shoulder. I must have jumped a foot off the ground, only to turn around and see that my daughter had followed me. Once my heart slowed down, I decided to get a closer look. There was more barbed wire fencing on the ground the closer we got. The window on the side was broken, and there was a hole in the roof.
Yeah, you can't just go behind somebody, especially if I'm thinking about myself. You can't just tap me by the shoulder, bro. You go mess around and get swung on.
There was a broken train set, one a kid would be able to ride on. The front door had a white piece of wood set to lock someone in, not keep people out. At this point, my daughter was in full panic mode and begging for us to walk back to our house. But I had to at least look through the window, or my mind would wander with all the possibilities of what could be in there.
Bro.
As I was stepping to the side of the shed, my daughter was following close behind. In her fear, she was paying more attention to me than where she was stepping, and she cut her leg pretty deep on some barbed wire that was hidden in overgrowth. I quickly glanced inside the window, only to see a partially dirt floor and broken wood and a large wooden bench with a dark stain on top. I picked up my daughter, who was
Dang.
determined her leg was going to fall off. We left the neighbor's property and I took her to the doctor to get a tetanus shot and get her cleaned up. That night after dinner, I let the dog out, but couldn't get her to come back in. I let her stay outside for a while and checked again a little later. Our dog still wouldn't come in, and I noticed she was standing by the path we took earlier.
That dog knows something, bro.
I grabbed a flashlight and her leash and headed out to her. She was pacing, whining, and sniffing around everywhere. I figured it was from the blood earlier, but she never ventured onto the path. Then, I heard the giggling of a little girl. I called out to the child, but there was no answer in return, just some rustling in the leaves.
Whoa.
I ran inside with the dog to check on my daughter to make sure that she was still in the house.
Like, bro, why is you trying to call? Like, if you know there's nobody really close to you and you hear something giggling that ain't your daughter, why are you going to be calling out to it, bro? And why are you even investigating, bro? Just stay in your house, close the doors, lock the doors, all that, bro. They ain't curiosity killed the cat, bro. You ain't hear that before? Come on, bro.
She was laying in bed, fast asleep.
She in a bed.
The next morning, I went straight to the Playhouse. But as I was approaching, something was wrong. The broken toys seemed to be in different places, and when I got to the Playhouse, my heart felt like it was a ton of bricks. All over the side of the Playhouse were children's drawings, in my daughter's blood.
What? Yeah, you gotta get out of there. I don't care how cheap the house was. You gotta get out. You gotta get out, bro. How do you get all them drawings of your daughter's blood on there, bro? That's nah. And I'm not. Hey, the house gonna be vacant, bro. I'm banning the house, but that's it. Llama Arts, the Playhouse. Okay. Don't know why she was investigating, bro. She hear noises that's not her daughter's of a kid giggling. What do I need to bro? There's nobody here except me and my daughter. What the fuck? No. All right. But hopefully guys enjoyed it. If you did, you already know what to do. Quay Max, get Quay. I'm going to see you in the next one. I'm out!